Hello, and welcome back once again to our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle, New York by Night, Season 1, Orphans in the Dark. My name is Max, I'll be your storyteller this evening, and we'll be playing, as I say, every week, old school Vampire the Masquerade, second edition rules with a smattering of rulings from the revised edition and some homebrewing as and where applicable, or just by the seat of my pants. As always, this is a Vampire the Masquerade game. It may be some mature language and content, so viewer discretion is advised. How shall we begin today? I think then we'll begin tonight with the sun, the great provider. But whether you call the sun Sol, or Helios, or one of countless other names down the annals of history, the power of the sun as a healer cannot be underestimated, even if that healing is only forgetfulness. With each turn of the earth, and with each blazing charge of great Ra through the sky, mortal man forgets. It's been only 3 days and 3 nights since the World Trade Center fell. And while the shock and horror still echo in the autumnal streets of Gotham, there are mouths to feed, and jobs to be held down, and bills to pay. And incrementally, the banality of static reality closes its grip once more. But that isn't always the case, not for everyone, especially for those who exist beyond the healing grace of the sun, be they moonstruck, shadowbound, or night stalkers. And our tale tonight concerns 4 such night stalkers as we join them in their late 90s Wine Mom minivan being driven through the night through the dark streets of the Bronx. Each of them lost in their own thoughts, whether those thoughts are of what they've lost or what their new condition might bring them. And each of them, at least at some point, musing over recent events. And I'll be going to each of you in turn. So I'm going to start with Sam. So Derek, if you'd like to unmute yourself. Yeah. And we're going to wheel the clock back to a little bit earlier the same evening. See, this will apply to everybody. Usual rules apply. New session, so everyone can reset their willpower to full. And of course, you will all be at least 1 blood point lighter, or you will be 1 blood point lighter than when you went to sleep. So yeah, earlier in the evening, Sam, you've appeared to be the first one awake tonight. As you come out of your room in Carter's war room underneath the Bronx, you find what's starting to feel like a familiar sight. You've got the room as I described it before. You walk out into the middle of it. To the right of you is the partitioned off kitchen area. To the left is the lounge area. And dominating the middle of the room is this glass-walled, soundproofed boardroom where you've sat pretty much every night, really, since you became a vampire. The only other person in the room is Carter's ghoul, Cord, who's sat over in the lounge area with his, again, seems to be customary bowl of Fruit Loops. He's watching the TV. He appears to be watching Ren and Stimpy on the TV. And there's a steaming mug of coffee on the table in front of him, and an apple. He kind of glances up as you come out the door. Oh, hey. I didn't know who was going to be first. You'll find there's some bags of blood over by the microwave. I mean, if you're going to drink that stuff, you might as well drink it hot, right?
Yeah, I'd have to say you're right about that. It's kind of like coffee. If you're going to drink it, might as well be hot.
Yeah, don't put
So
it for any more
I
than
go over,
30.
warm it up.
Yes, there's no more than 30 seconds in the microwave, because otherwise, well, you know where the mops and buckets are.
Yeah. So it obviously just takes a few seconds to warm up. So I walk back over to where he's sitting eating his cereal, and he says he's watching Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna come up under my breath. I'm just gonna be like, Stimpy, you idiot. And then I'm gonna say,
Just
the irony is,
what?
the irony is as much as I love this, one day, I actually enjoyed these cartoons, and one day I'm gonna be talking to somebody asking if they remember Ren and Stimpy, and they're going to be like, that was like 100 years ago.
Yeah, it's funny how that works. I was going to say, I mean, I kind of remember being a bit freaked out when Howdy Doody show came on.
So, all right, so out of character, this guy, out of character real quick. This guy's because he's a human. I forget, what was he again?
He's a ghoul.
He's just a help. Oh, he is Gould.
Yep.
Okay.
He is a ghoul.
So
Yes.
It's possible he has lived a lot longer. Correct.
Hold on a second. What the?
Well, that was ominous. The ghoul just died. Okay, Mortal Kombat. I rolled to hit Chris.
I roll to go and get a Capri Sun.
Damn it.
In a Hot Pocket.
Sorry about that, guys. That was really weird. I was just talking. Sorry, that was really weird. I was literally talking to you, and then it just suddenly flagged up 112 emergency call, and it was asking me to press call, and I was like, "What?"
Oh, that's freaky.
Oh,
Wow.
That's
Yeah, that was
really,
super
really
ominous. Super ominous. You were like, "Oh, that's really weird," and all of a sudden, boom! I was like, "They got him."
The technocracy got me.
Wrong game. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
wrong game.
MI6
Sorry.
picked him up.
Yes, Derek. Yes, he is a ghoul. But yeah, so probably a couple of minutes sitting.
He would have lived. He has. So ghouls can live longer then, correct?
So long as they keep being fed blood at least once a month, they do not age.
Okay, I'll jump back into character then.
Cool.
I do it. Howdy Doody. How old are you again?
Old enough to be your grandfather.
Obviously. I guess I'll be like that though one day, huh?
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, at least for you, you don't have to worry about missing your feeding. As I understand it, it's really weird. It's all kind of magic and stuff. I don't really. I mean, I'm a simple bloke, but as far as I understand, as long as you're still within your natural lifespan, if I stop, I'll just carry on aging. But if I'm beyond that, then I start to fall apart. If I don't get my
quick,
fix. Huh? Yeah. I've never seen it happen, and I don't really want to, especially if I'm looking in the mirror at the time. Hey, listen, you seem to be having a bit of trouble with your gun there last night.
Well, I've always been a fist and knuckles guy, you know.
Do you want some practice?
Well, if you could teach me how to shoot, yeah.
Sure. It's one of the few things I'm good at. Come on. Crosses over to the He crosses over to the opposite side of the room from where the doors are to your bedrooms, which is just blank, unadorned wall, like just huge concrete slabs down the opposite side of the room. Kind of feels along one of the cracks. He seems to kind of slip his hand inside. And there's yes, you'll move very quickly on from slipping his hand inside the crack. And there's like and a section of the wall comes forward and slides across. And on the other side, you can see another room, brightly lit. It's about 8 to 10 feet across by about 12 foot wide. There's a walkway straight across the middle of the room to a metal door at the other end. On either side of it are glass. It's like glass walls with a door in it, and behind those are a number of racks and mountings all on the walls, covered in weapons.
I say to him, I said, when you did that and you popped that door open that I didn't know was there, I swear I thought I was going to see some poles there.
I get that reference. He says, that was actually a good
that
show.
Was new.
Hell yeah. Takes you through the room, through the door at the other end. There's a couple of steps leading down, and you are in a generic-looking shooting range.
Okay, so I'm assuming I don't have my gun on me right now, so I'm going to let the instructor tell me what to do.
Okay, so there's a couple of guns lying there. He just checks one of them, loads it up. It's we'll say it's a Glock 15. Try that one. It's similar to what it's a Glock 15. So try that one
19?
too. 19? Oh, there was a 15.
19.
I did see it. Oh, was it a 19? I thought there was. Anyway, similar one, but not the same one as what you have.
19.
Okay.
Or 34.
We'll go with that. You know better than me. Whichever one you think is more appropriate. Okay. Yeah,
19.
Try that one.
Well, either one.
But yeah,
yes,
try that
Derek,
on.
you know a lot about guns. Can we play the freaking game?
He asked me.
I did. So he says, look, just try and gives you some basic instruction. You can try and shoot some guns.
Okay. Just for the sake of argument, so I could say I'm throwing. So I do have one dot in firearms that I think I took last time. So now we're explaining that, right?
Yeah.
The appearance. Okay. I want to roll and see if I can hit this ball.
Yeah. Okay. So it's going to be your perception plus your firearms.
Oh, perception, huh? That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Originally in second edition it was Dex, and then they changed it in revised, and it makes more sense that it's perception, and it also just stops everything combat based being Dex plus something. So,
and as an actual real life gun guy, it makes sense. All right, what difficulty did you want to give me?
Difficulty 6.
6. Going by that, I have 1 6, which means I hit the paper.
Well, he said, well, that's a start. Take a moment. He gives you, look away, follow your hand eye if you need to. Use both hands if you need to, anything to. I mean, with your strength and stuff, you should be fine, but steady your hand.
I go all
Which for you should be easy because you're not breathing, so. Give it another roll.
I'm holding it the wrong. Oh, yeah, and I'm holding it the wrong way, too.
You just shot yourself.
And yet, no, I got 4 successes.
Where do you want to put it? And the bullet, I mean.
Center of mass, right in the black spot.
Gives you a round of applause. Fantastic. While you're doing that, I'm going to cut away to the man, the myth, the legend, Andrew Viper Tate.
What's up?
Woken up.
What color is your Bugatti?
Mine's purple.
You.
Yeah, so you've had that momentary feeling again of like you lay down, you closed your eyes, everything stopped. It's like you didn't exist anymore. And then you're back. You wake up. You're in the room. The lighting is nicely subdued as you like it, so as not to be too hurtful to your eyes and to your sensibilities. You can get up, have a wash, all of that kind of stuff.
The
You
shades
do,
still go on.
of course, you do notice that on the table, on the little side table in there, there is a card that's got in Carter's handwriting. There is a code. It just says one-time code for the phone in case you need to do business stuff. Carter.
Nice, nice. I'm going to need a. Oh, still too early in civilization for burner phones too, or isn't there? Around
I think
9/11.
so.
Yeah, probably
I,
too soon for that. I'll have to invent it. I'll pay people to invent it. I've got an idea. I'll be Bill Gates. I'll
the
have the
British.
idea. I'll make you
I-
do it, Woz, and everybody else, and then I'll take credit for it. So, okay. I'm going to ask my brother if he purchased the um what the hell was it?
It was
The
an
Army Navy
army
store.
surplus, Army Navy
Yes.
store. Okay, so you come out here again into the main room. The first thing you see is again, the usual setup. You can see some bags of blood over by the microwave, and you also see this panel on the opposite wall that you'd never noticed before is open. With this room again, it probably just a minute as you come out. I know you got your shades on, but bright light. It's all white lighting and white walls in that room as it just catches you as you come in. Um, and from beyond that, you can see this door and you can hear the sound of regular firing. It sounds like like a gun range with the echo and everything.
Oh, okay.
You appear to be the only one in here at the moment, but yes, you can go into the boardroom. It's soundproofed, and give Tristan a call
That's right. I can't sleep in my own haven. I have to sleep here for now.
for
Ugh,
now. Yes.
fine.
So after a
Yeah.
few rings, the phone goes up. Yeah, hello.
So I
Who's
asked
this?
him Trist, it's me.
Oh, hey, bro. How's it doing?
Good, good. Did you make the purchase I asked you to?
Oh, yeah. There was some. I found a place, uh, kind of not far, a couple of streets over from the Grand Concourse. Some old boy. His name was Pat or something. He was looking to retire, so made him an offer he can't refuse, and he couldn't refuse. So yeah, well, I'm expecting the deed to be transferred week after next. I think he's got a few things to settle up, but yeah, then the place is ours.
Fantastic. Could you get somebody together to get a couple of employees for the store? I want at least two on at all times, and possibly somebody in the basement just in case. Um, retired or active duty police looking for a little extra work, if you will.
Yeah, sure. Is that okay? Yeah. I think I can do that. Do we really want to be cozying up that much to the police, though, mate? I mean, they're the filth after all.
It's New York, bro. At the end of the day, these people will enjoy being on our payroll. And this is how we get our fingers into the police department.
Yeah, I see. I'm with you. Okay. Listen, I was going to ask you as well. I mean, obviously, with uh, your newfound lease for life, or whatever you want to call it. I mean,
Mm,
how's that going to go down with the business, man? I mean, we've got business board meetings coming up. You're kind of expected to be there, and
yes, they'll have to be after sundown. That's okay. It's mid-September. The days will be getting shorter. We'll be fine for
right.
a while, and then I can slowly exonerate myself from many of these dealings in total. You will be the front man.
Oh, okay. You great,
I
fantastic.
trust you
Cheers.
with my life, brother. So of course, it was always going to be you.
Fantastic. Well, there's going to be some changes around here, and I'm taking your corner office as well, mate.
It was always meant for you.
Listen, yeah, I mean, but when you're coming home, I mean, I'm out of yours at the moment. Just been out in the pool and stuff. But that special cocktail you gave us, that was
Mm.
fucking amazing stuff, man. When can I get some more?
Apparently, I'm going to have to give you one every month for you to maintain it and to pretty
No, I
much
can't.
live forever.
No, I don't know about that, man. It was really good. You can't. That's kind of like giving somebody a bottle of champagne and then giving them baby sham.
I
I mean,
understand, brother. But let's also recall that we're Tates. We are not your typical run-of-the-mill
yeah,
addicts.
but I could really use some now, bro.
I will see you as soon as I can, and we're going to. You've noticed that you're a bit stronger too. You've always been a bit stronger than me, and now you're much stronger than me, aren't you?
Yeah. You're gonna need a new punching bag. I'll sort that out. I'll sort that out.
Well,
That was
we're also going to see to it that you can increase even more in strength. Apparently,
fantastic.
there's almost no limit to what you can do. We have to explore this more, and we can't wait around for others to tell us.
Well, of course, there's no limits to what we can do. We're tanks, aren't we?
There you are. Brother, I will talk to you later, yes?
All right. Yeah, you take it easy, mate. And I mean it. I really could use some more of that stuff, man. That was amazing.
I'll be by soon.
Fantastic. While you're doing that, I will briefly cut away to Mr. Cho, Mr. Ken Cho. Hello. For you, we're not going to be dealing with your return to the world. Over the past couple of nights, or the past couple of days, should I say, every time you go to sleep, as I said with Andrew, you lie down, you close your eyes, and it's like you just stop. And then the next thing you know, you're awake, and it's nighttime again. But not today. Today there's something in the darkness as you while away the daylight hours. You're not sure exactly when or how it happens, but you're subtly aware of motion and forward momentum, like you're walking up a travelator, but it's only on a very slight incline. But there's something cloying about it. First of all, it kind of feels like you're walking through treacle, and then you hear kind of like a wisping sound, and you feel dampness against your lower legs, like you're walking through wet, long grass. And there's nothing around you, just darkness. And as you keep walking, at some point, you can hear a noise off in the distance. It sounds like a somewhere off, and as you keep walking, it seems to be getting closer.
And that rasping sound was very deliberate, right? That's it.
Yeah, and the closer you get, the more you notice, and I can't simulate it in my head, there's a wetness to it. Like slapping the side of like a side of meat or something.
Okay.
As you keep going, you see over the horizon, over an invisible horizon, because it's just pitch black around you initially, as a huge moon rises into the night sky. And silhouetted in front of it, you can see this Gothic castle with two massive towers, the tops of which are in ruins and smoking flames coming out the top of it. And the sound just keeps getting closer and closer the more you carry on forward.
And if I slowly turn around in a 360 to hopefully either not triangulate, but focus on where the sound's coming from, or are there signs of something stirring?
There's no signs of anything stirring, and it's odd because I said you feel like you're moving forward, but you're also getting the same. It feels like you're like moving slightly uphill, so it's almost like as you're moving forward, it's almost like you're walking up a hill that you never seem to reach the crest of.
Okay.
But sorry, carry on.
I'll call out and say, "Hello, who is there?" Nothing. Oh. I am not Sisyphus. I am not going to continue up this hill perpetually.
Very nice.
If you have something you wish to discuss with me or some similar business, I am here.
All of a sudden, there's a blare of noise, and you are engulfed in a swarm of bats. But where the bodies of the bats should be, they look like the lights you get on top of an ambulance, and there is light coming from them, and the sound they're making, it sounds like the horns of an ambulance. They, as I said, swarm and surround you for a few seconds, and then fly away into the distance, heading towards the castle in the far distance.
So at some point, I fell in a well when I was on my manor. Yes, the bats.
And you're waiting for your English butler to come and find you. Yes. As the bats fly away, you hear a voice inside your head whisper. It just sounds like a strange word, but you know within yourself that it's a name. And the name is Glides. And as you get this in your mind's eye, you get an image of a Brooks Childer. And then the sound just starts again.
Are you the one that I am responsible for?
Ken, help me, Ken.
Does it sound close enough? Like they're within, like I reach out?
It sounds close, and then if you reach out, you can't feel anything there, and then you hear again, Ken, help me, Ken.
And the bats are still harassing me?
The bats have flown away, and they have flown off in the direction of the castle.
Okay. Well,
help me, Ken. Help me, Ken! Right in your ear.
Well, I'm going to definitely flinch and swat a hand up like I anticipate to brush somebody off of me.
You do that as you turn around, you take a step back, there's nothing there. And as you take a step back, you feel like you're teetering on the edge of an abyss.
Tell me how to help you. This is getting us both nowhere quickly.
Help me, Ken. Underneath you hear this. You feel from somewhere, you don't know whether it's the light from the moon has increased, but you can see that you are standing on a mound of earth, and below you is a figure digging a grave, throwing the earth over, and it's landing in front of you. As you're standing there, you feel the earth becomes quite loose, and you start to slide. As you slide down the hill, and the figure at the bottom turns as you arrive at the bottom of it. This figure looks like the gargoyle Glides, but it's different. Glides, when you've seen him before, looks like a young gargoyle in the process of changing. So he has like stony skin, the beginning of horns, rough like hunches over his back as his wings are growing out of. The features are the same, but this is a man. But his cheeks are sallow, his eyes really sunken in, and the whole thing is, it's not as translucent as when you've seen glides before. It's almost corporeal. And the whole thing, it's like somebody's just gently melting wax across the surface of him. All the skin, the clothes, everything just seems to be running slightly. As you arrive at the bottom of the hill, he turns around holding the spade, looks down at you. You heard him. Help him, Ken. Raises up the spade and drives it, and you feel it digging into your throat, separating your head from your shoulders, and you wake up. Your face, when you put your hand to it, your hand comes away red. You've been sweating blood. You will have lost one more blood point than normal.
Okay. All right. Noted.
While you're digesting that, I will go to Karis.
Yes.
You appear to be the last one awake this evening, or possibly you're not, because who knows at what point Ken woke up. Similar to Andrew, you find a little card on your table with a one-time code for the phone, so you can find out what progress Lou has been making with setting up an audition with the band Blood Shroud.
We haven't decided. We did decide that Andrew was going to drop some cash on that old club and fix it up at the location.
That was the story that you were going to give her. Yes, yeah. So that was. I'm assuming that was. Well, I think that we did that towards the end of the last session. I'm assuming that happened then. Obviously, it's a fresh night, so you can find out how she's got on with that if you so wish. As you come out into the main room, again, you see this other room that you'd never spotted before, or you'd never seen before, and you probably see Andrew in the boardroom at the time, just hanging up the phone, just finishing his call to his
Shades
brother.
on, feet on top of the desk. Is Ken in the room and Derek? Or, I mean, is Ken and Sam in the room also, or just Andrew?
You can just see Andrew. As I said, you can see this section of the wall that's opened up with this other room beyond, and from beyond that, you can hear the sound of gunfire. That sounds like the kind of thing you'd expect to hear from a gun range.
Okay, before I get on the phone, I'll go grab a blood pack, and I'll drink it like a Capri Sun. I don't care if it's warm or not.
You don't need all 3 blood points, do you?
Why do you want to split it?
I would like to split that Capri Sun with you because there's 3 blood points in the bags.
In a bag, yes, there are. Yeah.
Yeah, because you have a lot more damage than I got. So.
Oh no, I'm fully healed. It's just waking up to whatever. Yeah. If do you need all 3 or?
No, I don't. If
you need 1, right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good if you want to split it.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Awesome.
But and then I'll give him. I'll take my couple quick sips, and then I'll give the Capri Sun to him, and then you gotta come up with a better name, like blood.
I will take the remaining 2, even though 1 is technically just there.
We'll
I save that for that inside of me for my brother if I see him in the next hour, 5 hours?
Once you are full, you are full.
Okay, so the extra is just runoff. Okay.
Yeah. You don't feel the need to feed anymore. It's just
okay.
You are sated. We'll say, because there's possibly the kind of thing that Carter might have in the drawer where all the knives and forks are. There are some metal straws designed with a point on them, designed for piercing blood bags, so you can drink them like a Capri Sun.
We're gonna take a vote. We decided they're called Vita coolers.
Vita coolers, fantastic.
We did not take a vote, but I will vote now. Yes. Also, can we have some of those metal straws in silver? You never know.
It's true. That's a good point. Because if somebody's deck's high enough, they can throw them like darts.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's have a look. Let's have a think. Odds or evens?
Just
How are
finished.
you feeling?
Chris, odds?
Yeah, I'm gonna go odds.
I just watched season 3 of Daredevil, so I got the bullseye thing going right now, man.
I rolled a 1. There is a silver one in there.
Yes!
Nice.
Yoink.
Nice. What? How is your? My dex is only 2, so you got to be higher than me.
Yeah. Yes, it is. I got 3.
Or was that like melee instead?
It could be melee. Do you have any points in melee? I don't.
It would default to melee.
That's it.
It would default to melee, or you can use again. There is a secondary skill throwing, i.e., throwing weapon.
It should be brawl. You just stick it between your knuckles and bam! Like, come on.
That would do it.
Chris, I'll give it to you. You can have it, Chris.
Okay, I'll hold on to
it because wolves can smell that stuff, and I don't want to have that smell on me. So that's out of game knowledge, character knowledge.
I don't care.
I know you don't.
If I'm gonna go out, at least I'll go out fighting. It might only be 2 seconds, but I'll still go out.
You'll turn into a wolf, and everybody will think that you just got stabbed or something.
Yeah, I'm just a dirty cousin. That's all. Why do you smell like the worm? I don't know what you're talking about.
What worms?
I ate a vampire.
Yeah. His blood's still tainting me or something. I think you're looking for Carl. That's Carl. Carl's the worm. Okay. Anyway.
All right, let's play the game.
Carl. Sorry, you've not played.
Canaan's Jet Worms. Nice.
No, there was a game I was playing. Anyway, sorry, I'll talk about that later. But yeah.
So let me jot down that I have a Vita Cooler Silver Straw. That does piercing damage. Excellent. Yeah.
While you're putting notes on your character sheet, write that you're a dork also.
I am exceptionally mediocre. I'll give Lucretia a call and see where we're at with the blood bags or whatever they call the Bloodhound Gang.
Blood Shroud.
Blood Shroud, that's it.
So yeah, phone rings. There's a few rings, and then she answered that. Yeah, hello.
Hey Lou, it's Karis. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, hey hon, how you doing? Jesus, what number are you calling me from? Just there's nothing.
With the burner phones and stuff. It's just a track phone.
What burner phone? What's that?
Yeah, track phones existed in the 90s. I had one. I was gonna interrupt Andrew, but yeah.
Good to know.
They basically
that's right. We did.
Bricks.
Yeah, you could buy them at like Targets and Walmarts and stuff like that.
Yep.
I don't think there was Target, but anyway, yeah. So I want like 20 of those in the back, but I want one on me. Okay, I'm gone. Done.
Yeah, the Nokia bricks like that they make fun of. That was a track phone. That was a prepaid phone.
Sorry, are you talking to somebody else, huh?
Oh, no, you know what I mean. I talk out loud to myself every once in a while. It's all that time living on the street.
Okay.
But, anyway, how'd you make out with getting those guys to meet up at the?
That place. Yeah, I've got it. Was it Lowe's? Oh, here we go. Lowe's Paradise Theatre. Yeah. I spoke to them. I spoke to their drummer, who seems to have probably 5 of the 10 brain cells that they've got between them, probably.
So typical rock band. Okay.
Yeah. They're a bit pissed because obviously, they had their hopes up about coming down here and auditioning and that, and I had to, sweeten the pot for them. Jesus, Karis, I really had to haggle my ass off here for you. That, don't.
No, I understand, babe. And look, if it makes them feel any better, they have the potential to be the opening act for the grand opening for a new club, as opposed to just being just one of many that show up playing at the Limelight. You know what I mean? Yeah.
What do you mean just one? It's not just anything to play at the Limelight. You know that.
Yeah, but I've also been going there for years, doll, and I know not all of them are A+X. So do you.
Okay. Yeah, well, that was before I took over. So, but yes, thankfully, by the sounds of it, they're local to the Bronx. So, just trying to getting a chance to be a headliner in their own borough seems to have, won them over, and I've kind of sweetened the pot for them a bit as well. So,
What did
but yeah.
what you have to offer?
Don't worry about that. But they're going to be there. They said they can be there by 8:30 tomorrow. So it'll take them about half hour or so to set up, if that is convenient.
Hey Lou, all serious, you're awesome.
Yeah, I know. Cool. But yeah, so the guy, the drummer's name is Rocco O'Rourke.
And Harley is still the lead singer, correct?
Yeah. Oh, geez. Yeah, I did look them up while I was doing this. So yeah, you've got Harley Havoc on vocals.
Mhm.
Lead guitarist is a guy called Vex Vandal. And they've got a chick as their bass player whose name is Sky Jinx.
Sky Jinx.
Yeah.
All original names. I love it. Rock stars. What are you gonna do?
Well, yeah, exactly. So is that it? Is that all you need? You're just going to pick up and not talk to me for weeks?
Aside from hearing your lovely voice at this time,
It is lovely, isn't it?
it is. And hey, did I ever thank you?
No, and you never need to.
I will. All right. Thanks, love, and I'll hang up.
Fantastic. That seems about the perfect time that you might hear. I mean, it's really up to Ken. You might hear a muffled as Ken wakes up.
I'll go investigate. Anybody screaming? I mean, we are in the haven of the Duke of New York is #1. But if I hear any kind of screaming and shit, it might just be business as usual. It's just a Thursday. But you never know. If I recognize his voice, I'll go and investigate.
Yeah. So you can go down and knock on his door or whatever. Ken, there's a knock at your door.
All right. We'll go open the door, and I'll use the non-bloody hand because I imagine you described that. I had that beady or however much level of it on my face. So I've got a messy face and gross. And I hold my shirt down to expose my neck. Tell me, what is it? Is there scarring? Is there something on my neck?
Dude, you need to stop with the hickeys and clean your face off, man. You need to stop with the illicit screaming.
I feel phantoms now.
I'll tap him in I'll tap him in his chest and be like, "Come on, we got to see what the boss wants."
Actually, you got blood, like you're sweating blood. I'm like, what the hell happened to you? Did you get attacked by a pinprick ninja? What the hell?
I believe the phantoms that harassed me in my waking hours have found anyway, when I lose consciousness.
Are you able to control your dream?
Phantoms that haunt you during your day? Or during the night? Like, while you're awake, phantoms haunt you? Is that why you act the way you do?
Precisely. There are many horrible images that from time to time arise. Sometimes when we were in the tunnel, one threw a brick at my head. Very painful. And then in the park.
Physical manifestation of an actual brick hitting you. And you're saying terrible visages. You're not referring to a mirror, are you?
I think I remember you and I were in the coffee house, and there was someone that appeared to be lynched in the bathroom. And that person at that time came at me, and remember you splashed water on my face.
Yeah, I thought you were just wigging out for having just been turned. I didn't realize you were seeing things from back pre-Civil War. Well, sometimes post, but yeah.
We'll take this opportunity as well. We'll bring Sam into this as well. You've shot a few rounds off, and you and Cord come back out to find the rest of the guys up. And as I said, as has been described, Ken standing there talking to them, and he's got streaks of blood on his face.
You
Whoa,
smell
what
like
happened to
gun
you?
residue.
Yes, heavily on gun residue.
Especially for a vampire
Well, you
nose.
know, I've been working on it, making sure I don't miss next time.
Yeah, he's not bad. You know, for somebody who's never shot a gun before, he's not bad.
Can I
Yeah,
reclaim some of that blood on my face by, licking my hands clean?
You can do, or you can clean yourself up, and there are blood bags available if you want to top up.
All right, I'm trying not to be wasteful. Yeah, recycle, reuse, and reduce.
Well, I've got a bag right here you can have. It's got the 1 point in it.
Ah, thank you.
No worries. I backwashed, by the way.
I'm sure it's no worse than what was inside this.
So just show me right. Just so I'm just for I want to just check. I think, Sam, you're the only one who so far hasn't actually taken mortal blood. You've drank from a blood bag, and I know you drank from a vampire, but you haven't drunk from a person yet, have you? You're the only one I don't think who has.
yeah, I did. I remember I made a deal with the.
Yes,
I
you
traded
did. Thank you.
cigarettes and the guy
Thank you.
led me.
That's what I wanted to do. Yes, of course you did. Okay, that's cool. Just wanted to double check that. While this is happening, you hear the familiar sounds of the mechanism outside in the underground car park, the lift, and all this kind of thing. And a few seconds later, you hear a car drawing up, and a couple of seconds after that, Carter comes in to the war room, dressed again in an immaculate suit. He's got his hair not quite slicked back, but just back away from his face. Good evening, gentlemen. I trust we have settled all of our differences now.
What differences?
Me promising that Ken wasn't going to wake up another night? Yeah, for now.
Good. And you're ready to get out there and see the world. I take it. Did we have any further news on the fake audition?
Yeah. The day after tomorrow. They're all set to appear.
No, it's tomorrow.
But they're all set to come to the Lowe's Paradise Theater or whatever. We just have to pretend, put maybe some fake advertisements out or something of that sort, since we didn't technically buy the building.
Why don't I just buy the building?
That's what I mean. We haven't gotten a chance to do that yet, or you haven't gotten a chance to do that yet. Just to make it look
need. There's no need. I own the building.
Oh. Okay. Well, then we
are
just
you
gotta
looking
pretend.
to sell?
Not at the moment.
We just have to pretend that it looks like it's in the process of being remodeled, so that when they come to do an audition, it looks somewhat legit. So,
of course.
Some union guys can just put some scaffolding up.
Just get some people in wearing high-vis jackets and a hard hat. And
since Sam was a roadie, he can help us figure out all the particular amps and soundboards and all the crap that we would probably need. So at least looks like a mock sound check would be.
Excellent. That all sounds perfect. I was intending to take you to meet an associate of mine today to figure out what generations you are, but something's come up and I'm going to have to change that slightly. So instead, what I would like from each of you, and he opens his briefcase and takes out 4 petri dishes. I need a sample of blood from each of you, please. The fridge will be made open for you should you feel the need.
It's a sample. That's not going to do anything.
So I'll just take the stuff off my face and smear it on the petri dish.
Spill the
Right?
petri dish. Yeah, basically,
I look at Ken and
he
be like,
does-
"That's just nasty."
just get in there. Yeah, so it will be a blood point's worth of blood from each of you, which you can replenish if you want to. I mean, obviously, 1 blood point, it's not even feeling peckish, so it's entirely up to you.
Yeah. It's yum yum yum.
Yeah.
Yum, yum, yum.
Fantastic. Excellent. And kind of takes a moment, just kind of as you're doing this, just kind of looking at each of you. Fantastic. We will be going on a journey, though, and as I did promise, hopefully some of this evening I can leave you to your own devices. I understand some of you may not have been home for some time. Now would be a chance to do that, but we have a stop to make first, which means we can leap back forward again to where we started. Unless anybody has anything else at this point, we can leap back to where we started with you driving through the streets of the Bronx. Heading down the Grand Concourse in the evening, we'll say, with everything we've done so far, we'll say it's about 9 o'clock in the evening. Traffic seems to be returning to the normal levels, people bustling around. As you're looking out, what you start to see, and again, those of the more eagle-eyed amongst you will notice, there's on billboards, on street lights and things like this, a lot of them are suddenly plastered with missing posters. People who just haven't been, who weren't accounted for in after the events of 9/11. Loved ones putting up notices for any information.
Well, that puts a damper on things.
It's World of Darkness.
Yeah. I thought it was just a thing of what do you call it? People missing because vampires took them. And now it's like, oh no, people who died in the collapse. It's like, oh come on, man, that sucks.
Give me a second. You're driving down, as I said, down the Grand Concourse. You pass on your journey the small park on the east side of the Grand Concourse, which is known as Poe Park, which is the place where this impromptu memorial is supposed to be taking place in a few days' time. So we're Thursday now? Yeah. In about 3 days' time. The one where you believe the Sabbat are going to try and do something. And you pull up across the street. Oh, that's not the right one. Hold on a second. You pull up across the street from this place. If I could ask Ken to do the honours, for those who can't see. The difference to this picture, or to that picture, to what you actually see is all of the windows are boarded up. The front, the whole front of the piece there has got grating across it with chains around it. There's some of the parts of it are boarded up, bits of it have got graffiti all across it. But this is Lowe's Paradise. So there's you guys who are in the people carrier, and Carter's following along behind you in his Jag.
Okay. Chris, what's your name in the game again?
Karis Ruin.
Karis, yeah.
Yep.
Karis, let's go over the plan again one more time so we know we're all on board. It may also help anybody who's watching in the audience.
All right, so this is okay. What are we going here for? This is the mystery place, or this is to actually go see the band do their audition?
This is he's taking you to see the place itself, so you know where it is, what it looks
Okay,
like. This
beforehand.
kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. You get out, you follow him in. Obviously, he said he's got the keys, so he unlocks the door and everything.
Is there any security cameras in this place, like pre-existing ones, or?
No. When you get inside, again, the streets are busying up more than they have been over the past couple of nights. As I said, you're on the Grand Concourse, so it's a bit of a culture shock because you've been stuck out of the way really from life, and now you're kind of right back in the middle of it. There's cars rushing past you, people wandering up and down the sidewalk. A couple of people look across. There's maybe some homeless people sort of gathered for shelter near where the gates have been locked across this place as Carter unlocks them, and you make your way inside. The inside itself it's quite dilapidated. There's I'll show you a couple of images of what the interior looks like, but just imagine these are a bit run down, grimy. There's dirt everywhere, rubbish, this kind of stuff. Don't need anybody to make a roll. What you do see is in the dust there is the signs of recent activity, footprints walking through it, things like that. It looks like machinery or stuff has been carried through here. But yeah, this is like the main entrance hall.
Okay, so the floor space is actually kind of like the picture Ken just showed, is fairly open before you get up to the stage area, pretty much.
Yeah. This is just the entrance foyer, and then you follow it further back into the main auditorium itself. And a couple of pictures here for that.
Because I'm guessing, and Andrew, you can confirm or refute this. We want to get them in a location where they kind of have very limited exits. This way, they're not able to take off if we're not able. I mean, like to be able to keep them in a controlled space or controllable space.
Okay, there's not going to actually be anybody here, is there? The club is not open tonight, is it?
No,
so then,
this place has been abandoned for decades. That's what it looks like.
If that's the case, there's already things boarded up and whatnot. Are we going to be here much earlier? Because it wouldn't take much to simply throw up some brick in some of the windows to make sure nobody can escape. I mean, the wood should be enough. These are normal humans. And on top of that, just, what do you call it? Actually board up some of the doors or chain them so they can't be used. Literally make a choke point so there's only one entrance exit. And have the ghoul waiting outside. Nobody's going to get past him.
Cord the barbarian.
But yes, obviously, I'm just sending you these so you can get an idea of the space and things like this. Obviously, where the auditorium is, none of those rows of chairs are there. It's just all open plan at the moment. Most of that stuff's been pulled out. There may be a few rows of those chairs still in there, but they're all off to one side. You can see that people have been in here. At the moment, there's like there's a portable generator over to one side of the main auditorium that seems to be linked up, and there are some lights that are linked up to illuminate the stage to get some power back into here.
Okay, so that's pretty much, that was like the first part of my idea. Minimize their ability to run away.
So what are we trying to get from these guys? Like, this is what I'm trying to ask. What exactly is our purpose for getting these guys together? What are we trying to get?
Just information from them, like, right, where Carter tasked us with trying to find the possible havens of what remained of the Sabbat cell that originally kidnapped us. And these guys, if I remember correctly from the previous episodes, either the singer or, I think the singer was known to have tried to get a gig at the Limelight already, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Almost. The band who you're trying to find out about, they have been seen in the company of one of the Sabbats, the Toreador Sabbat Laureate, who is also the one who killed the Gargoyles Childer when
Too many
Ken...
hums, whatever. I have no idea what you just said.
Okay, so the band Bloodshroud are in some way linked to one of the Sabbat vampires, a Toreador by the name of Laureate. Laureate is also the Sabbat who the Gargoyle wants because he killed his child.
That works for me. Okay.
So we at least have to keep one of them alive, I guess, to to let us know how to get the Laureate.
But do we know which one?
Yeah.
Which one do we have to keep alive? So, how many guys are there?
4 in the band.
Yeah.
There are 4. They might come with a manager, whatever. We have to expect at least 4 minimum, but there may be more. We don't know if they're coming with roadies. We don't know if they might actually be vampires. It's nighttime for us. So even if one of them is something different, then we could be screwed. Now, granted, in character, I don't know that there's anything different. I'm just now realizing that there are ghosts. So I would imagine it's similar with all of us. But there was mention of werewolves. So anyway. So we have to be prepared for quite literally the worst. Yeah.
And the worst is that out of character that they're all Black Spiral werewolves.
No.
So
let's not go down that route.
Which one is most likely the one that we need to keep alive?
That's a good question. Usually the singers are the egomaniacs, but my contact did say the drummer had the most brain cells out of the group.
Impossible. Come on. Fake news. That's like saying they're also the most stable in a relationship.
But if he was the one that was actually doing most of the gig setups, then he is the smartest one. You know what I mean? So it's possible.
Okay.
He could be Phil Collins. He could be the Phil Collins of the group. You know what I mean?
Sorry.
That's true.
Sorry,
what I like about you, Guy.
Sorry, Derek, what were you going to say?
Sam is under the opinion that guitar players do the most work.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got a bit of time. You can have a look around this place. As I said, it looks like something. Again, there's been some attempts to clean the place up a little bit. I mean, there's still, if you were going to try and open this place, there's still a lot more to do.
I'm going to look around and see if there's anything like any holes in the floor.
Holes in the floor, or what kind of size?
Construction, accidents, digging.
No, not you can see.
I'll walk around and see if anything could break, if anything is extra squeaky.
So you're looking for some rotting floorboards, that kind of thing?
Anything, yes.
I'll look. Probably loaded.
And I'll
Guys,
look
one at a time.
And I'll look to see if in the basement. I'll look in the basement.
Yes.
Okay.
That'll work with what I'm saying.
In the auditorium itself, there's a few places where it feels like the ground is a little spongy. You don't know how easy it's going to make it to give it any kind of give to make it drop. But you do notice on the stage there are the telltale signs of a trap on the stage that will drop down into the workings below.
There we go. That's the kind of stuff I'm looking for. Is there a chance, guys, that we can make a trap door underneath so that we can quickly eliminate 1 or 2 of these guys and then focus on others just in case?
I'm not sure. What would that be under storyteller? Like carpentry or?
There is a secondary skill, carpentry. I mean, if you're trying to set up a trap making, if you don't have a trap making skill, it would probably come under something like survival.
Well, I have 2 dots in survival. I could try it. Is it? Can anybody help me? Like, give me
Okay,
like.
so I have 2. I have 2 dots in security, which could help him place them.
Yes,
also.
that would do it.
Like,
That would do it.
Nice.
Cord says, I could probably help you out with that as well if you need something doing.
So I'm going into the basement to see what's directly underneath of the stage, just to see what the area is down there that they would be dropping into.
So you and Sam going down there to scope it out?
As he says that devilishly.
Okay. Are you sure you want to do that?
Who's going first?
I pushed the meat shield in front of me. I mean, I put the.
Yeah, you see, there has been again. It looks like some of the stuff down here very recently has been cleaned to a degree. A lot of the stuff has been at least moved out of the way, so you've got a clear walkway through to get through to where you need to go.
So I'm just wondering if because were most of the furniture, like the chairs and shit, were made out of wood?
Yeah, most of the stalls up in the main auditorium have been cleared away. So some of the actual rows of chairs are still there, but they're moldy and mildewed, stacked up to one side.
This is just me thinking out loud. I'm wondering if we could sharpen them into stakes so they're underneath of the trapdoor, so they just fall on the fucking and impale themselves on the stakes.
If they're humans, it's going to do a lot worse than that.
Yeah,
but they might be ghouls. I don't know.
I know.
Yeah. and then
like, we could do that. We could just put a net under there.
Yeah. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm not saying we're to do it, but because we might
have a gill
fall.
net.
Like we might accidentally fall and then we get impaled, which would suck. But okay, yeah.
Ken, what are you doing while these guys are doing that?
I am standing so perfectly still that I completely vanish from the room. And I am saying at just a whisper's level, glides.
Huh? Hides?
Glides.
Glides.
Okay. Give me a perception plus alertness roll, please. No. Hold on. Yeah. Perception plus alertness.
And I'll also take this time to knock on every other brick and please be secret door. Please be secret door.
I get that reference as well. Yay! So far, no joy.
Damn. Hollywood
Goonies never say die.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm a Goonie.
So yeah, you're standing there and you're whispering this to yourself as you're kind of looking around. And you think up in the gallery, the back part there, you think you see a movement.
Okay. This night, or sorry, not this night. No. This is the plan. We are trying to get the one responsible for your death. If you have any way to assist us, it is to avenge your death. So it is to your best interest. If you can throw bricks at me, then perhaps you can do something useful and assist us with getting your murderer.
Aside from the sound of everybody else moving around, have you gone down into the basement as well, Andrew, or are you still up in the auditorium?
No, I'm still up.
Okay, so you up on the stage, looking down. through the trapdoor, talking to the guys underneath.
Yeah, that would work.
The only other person then that's in here with you, Ken, is Carter, who's watching what the others are doing. And a minute or so after you finish speaking, just a whisper in your ear, "I'll try."
Wait, I'm trying to think. That Star Wars movie has come out already, so I'll say do or do not. There is no try.
No response. Okay, how are the rest of you getting on with your scoping this place out? By the way, Ken, when you were, I know you said, did you activate your obfuscate? Did you actually disappear from view?
Yes.
You did. Okay. How about the rest of you? How are you doing?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't know. You tell us. How are we doing? Are we able? Does it look like we could logistically hook up some kind of net? Does it look like we could?
It looks like you could. Yeah. If you want to do that, if you want to spend a little bit of time doing that now,
or you jury rig the trap door so that it drops into the net.
Okay, yeah, you might have to have a look around and see what's about here that you could use to do that. As you all sort of come back out discussing bits and pieces.
Well, here's a improvisation here. I'm gonna kit bash some shit. If this used to be a theater, that means there's a theater curtain. So we could always, and there's usually more than one theater curtain. So we could take the old theater curtain. We can use the rigging and the rope that actually operates the extra curtain and use that as the net that they'll basically land inside the curtain. So that we don't have to worry about where we're going to get a fishing net from.
You can do that.
And then when we catch them, we say, "It's Coitons!
Zero week, folks. Try the meatloaf.
Certainly. You can find there is some old curtains there that have held it up. They are quite moth-eaten, but you think, I mean, these things are pretty sturdy. So you think even being slightly holy, they should still do the job. As you're kind of bringing pieces together and sort of dragging them all into the auditorium so you can see what you've got, what you're going to need to do. Carter just says, you seem to be busy. I'm going to go and deal with the other side of this. I'm going to visit my associate and see if I can find out, as I promised, of what generation each of you are.
Gen X, baby.
I understand that this place opened back in the 20s, before my time. Well, before my time as I am now, certainly. And it was quite popular. It was quite a feather in the Bronx's cap before things went south for the borough, as has been the case for the past 20, 30 years. It would be nice to see it as a shining beacon of hope again, don't you think?
I don't care. You're the one with the nostalgia, Mr. I Talk Slow.
I make sure I don't waste my words.
Are you saying like vaudeville? Bring vaudeville back? Is that the like Flappers? Is that what you're?
Were there no Mammy shows here back in the day when you were younger? Like what?
I do remember a few of those. They were never really my thing. Cards on the table, gentlemen. As you've probably realized, nobody within our community, amongst the undead, does anything purely out of the goodness of their own heart. I know it's only been a few days that we've known each other, but as I said to you when we first met, I was in need of some good men. Some people that I could trust, some people I could work with. So far, despite some teething troubles, you seem to be getting along famously. I have promised to mentor you, and I will. I have promised to help you find your way in our society. Karis, with your knowledge in the occult, no doubt you've read legends of vampires that would rule entire regions in the Middle Ages and further back. In these modern nights, while such things may still exist in Europe and what you might call the old country, here it's more like turf. And so much of being a part of our society, our club, if you like, is measured on the turf that you have.
So
So
increase the value of your turf, increase your potential power within the camera.
Exactly.
But what would you turn this pavilion of kindred kind into, other than
I think rather more the question is, what would you turn it into?
well, I'm not much of a people person. My interests lie purely in academics and learning more. But I'll assist you in whatever way I can with the skills that I have.
On the contrary, I think amongst the four of you, you have all of the talents that you need. You have a man with business experience, corporate ties, who knows finances. You yourself, as a researcher, can make this a place for the people, not just the elite. As you've probably noticed, many of my allies come from among what you may call the underdogs. That is on
Under
purpose.
what?
The underdogs. The people that the powerful amongst the kindred would look down on. You could make this a place for everybody in the Bronx. And you have a man with experience in security and logistics when it comes to running a show, to a degree. And you have a man who knows medicine. Anywhere where mortals gather, you need somebody who can make sure that everyone leaves safe at the end of the night. For what you've been doing for me, this building is yours.
Nice clubhouse.
It still remains mine. I will assist in any way financially and with contacts to get it back up and running, to turn it into something unique.
Well,
I was going to say, I look over at Andrew this and kind of give him the curious look. See what are you pondering what I'm pondering?
What are you pondering?
Oh, I asked you first.
I asked you second. 2 is higher than 1.
Perhaps a conversation for another time.
My friend, what do you think about a front of a large blood bank? There are people donating so much blood that because of the tower collapse, that the people are telling them don't actually donate blood anymore. We've got so much. What if we opened a blood bank where we could actually get people to do this? But then behind the scenes, what if we also, we're not allowed to break the masquerade, but what if we allowed a slight peek, not behind the curtains, but to see that there actually are curtains? What if we drummed up a religion of sort where people could recognize that there are higher beings, something like a Scientology thing? I mean, people believe anything nowadays. And they would be
So you want to hide in plain sight.
allowed, and yes, I would, and allow them in a way to believe in an order where they're contributing to something greater, something that's bringing about we can call it a positive Armageddon. We could even perhaps make some of them ghouls, the really higher ups, and they could simply be an example for everyone else. All the little sheep who will come and beg to be herded. We'd never go hungry again. We'd have a steady supply of new true believers just in case. The Sabbat are starting this war. What if we had a ready-made supply of artillery and soldiers ready to go? By the way, what was your shitty idea?
No, I don't think I can get on board personally with the cult creation. But I'm not going to stop you from your idea.
And what do you think this place could be instead?
I agree that I agree that there should be a public face to it and a more private face. And I do agree that we should be thinking along the lines of how to raise an army to battle the Sabbat. I'm on board with that. And if combining your resources, or at least contributing your resources with Carter's.
I'm going to put my hand on... What the fuck? Why do you have Nephilim on there, dude? That's not your name. Karis. I'm going to put my hand on Karis's shoulder and be like, Karis, my friend, you would make an excellent politician one day with your filibustering and your non-answering. I told you what I was thinking. Tell me, what are you thinking?
To be honest with you, I'm a solo act. I'm uncomfortable around so many people. And I'm uncomfortable with the idea of religion in general.
So what do you think this place should be? What is your idea?
I think it would be, I would make it what it was intended to be. A beacon to lost souls. But without the...
This was a club, wasn't it?
It was a theatre and it was a picture house as well originally.
Yeah, this wasn't a church.
Correct, but in the 1920s, around the rise of the Great Depression and Prohibition, most places like this were beacons for those trying to avoid the drudgery of their normal existence. So why not still have it the idea that you have, except without we could still, without the indoctrination, like still basically have them
a blood bank.
Well, a blood bank is a good idea, I think. I agree with making some ghouls. I agree with most of what you said.
I just want you to imagine this movie that I don't think has come out yet. Maybe it has. Who cares? It was a shitty movie. Highlander Part 4. Remember all those guys hooked up and just staying there?
Yeah, the Watchers.
The Watch. There you go. But they're actually giving blood. They're coming to actually give blood and whatnot. Anyway, if you don't actually have an idea, just say you don't have an idea, and we'll move on from there.
Well, I didn't at the moment. That's why I said.
There you go. So you lied about having an idea. That's fine.
It wasn't a lie. But,
okay.
So it
sounds like double talk. We'll talk in private later.
Yeah. But
Carter is about to take his leave to go off and see his associate. My offer is this. As I say, I will help with the financial repairs to the place. I can put you in contact with certain people that may help with any remodeling you desire to take effect. Some of whom, at least one of whom, is definitely a kindred as well. All I ask in return is that once this place is up and running, once this place has redeemed the expenses of getting it up and running, and I have been reimbursed, then by which time you should be fully fledged members of the Camarilla. I'm hoping to be able to present you to them at the next Elysium. Domain is not simply bricks and mortar. As long as you are fully accepted into the Camarilla and we remove the remainder of the Sabbat threat that plagues our borough, I, as ruler, shall we say, of the Bronx, will give you the borough of Fordham Heights. Sorry, the neighborhood of Fordham Heights, it should be. As you can see from the map there, you can see the area that you will be responsible for. Whether the neighborhood thrives or dies will be your responsibility.
That's a lot of trust. It will not go unrewarded.
Good. Sorry,
After
Sam,
you
had-
get reimbursed,
I'll tell you, if we're,
what is your cut? There's always a vig, my friend.
before the end of the year, I expect that we will be settling on a new prince.
And you want our votes.
I
want your vote.
I make this pledge to you.
say,
It will be.
Sam, sorry, thank you. Derek?
so now that you're done politicizing it, if we're going to do this, and we have all of our ulterior motives, you want to be prince, and you want the power, and you want to keep the peace, but we're going to have this club here. We might as well have fun doing it. How about I pull some strings and I get typo negative opening night?
That's a good flavor. Band.
He kind of looks. He just looks a little blank at that. He doesn't know what that is. So he just kind of looks at you like, I think
Okay.
I've got some in the fridge.
No. Irony of it too, as Andrew pointed out, typo negative is a shall we say, gothic band, and they try really hard leaning into the gothic thing, and it would bring about the type of people that would want to wouldn't even blink twice if they saw fangs or something pop up. They would just think we were goths.
This is a bit after my time. I will leave you to discuss this, but we will talk about more about this later. I will leave you to your.
He doesn't mean the Visigoths.
I'm not that. As I told you, I was embraced in the early 50s. Fantastic. I will
1450s.
So
I will leave you in. Sorry, carry on.
Imagine if the greasers started listening to slower, sludgier music and started dancing around like a lot of fairies. That's the goths.
I'm offended by that statement.
Wow, dude.
There was nothing sludgery or dancing like fairies at all. That's a nonsense stereotype.
I will leave you to your discussion. You have the evening free. I have had my people come in here today. Cord will show you. I believe we've had a couple of the offices upstairs temporarily converted into safe sleeping spaces for the day. You should not need to return to the war room if you do not wish to.
Here at this place? All right.
I say we check them out.
I'm going to call my brother to come.
Okay. Carter takes his leave, and obviously Cord's going to hang around and give you guys a hand to set up whatever traps or whatever you're going to do. But yeah, if anybody wants to go and explore, you can. I've got a few more. I'll stick up a few more pictures of this place. Just again, some of this is kind of above table, so just give you a bit of an idea of this place. It's yeah, from those pictures they said there, that ceiling that you can see, apparently when it was originally first opened, they had a machine that would, as close as they could at the time, kind of simulate clouds. So if you were sitting there watching a show or watching a film, you'd have like clouds going across the sky above you. It was quite an impressive place. Sorry guys, just give me a second.
Last time he did this, he disappeared.
Well, hopefully that won't happen today.
Storyteller's getting swatted.
Great. We don't have SWAT. We have SO19.
I don't care how you get it. You still got to get a blood test.
So you're going to give Tristan a call, give him the location of where you are, and he's going to wander down and say,
Doesn't wander down. He brings another Ferrari.
I have a quick question. How soon is our gangrel orgy? I mean, barbecue from now.
That's the P-Day start. That's going to be on the Equinox on the 21st.
Okay.
And we are on the 14th, I think. 14th, 15th. But yeah, that just gives you an idea. This place is huge. And then I've also put a couple of shots in there. Another one of the front piece, and then there's also kind of an aerial shot of where it is in the Bronx as well.
What about metal shutters? Like the ones that like remote control metal shutters? If we need to seal it.
Yeah, again, any kind of remodeling, you can obviously chat to that, and as it sounds like, Carter will put you in touch with an architect who is also a vampire as well, who may be able to help with any redesigns that you have in mind.
Because I mean, if this is going to essentially be our pseudo group haven / fortress, you might as well make it as impenetrable as you can.
Yeah.
So first of all, let's deal with your trap making first.
Mm-hmm.
There's enough materials here for you to put them together. Who's going to be doing this? By the sounds of it, it's going to be Karis, and Sam's going to help with security, and Cord's got some survival as well, so he can help out as well. Okay, so it's just a straight up survival role, or survival and something else? It will be. I'll say it's either going to be survival and either intelligence or wits, whichever you feel is better for you. It's the same for both. So let's go through this. You're going to set up one of the nets under the trapdoor on the stage, so that you can just pull the thing and drop them down into it. Yeah. Yeah. One of the old curtains. Yeah. Fantastic. And also using the rigging from stage that's in the back. Okay, fantastic. So give us there's three of you doing it. We'll say we're going to call it difficulty 7. So just whichever, as I said, either wits and survival or intelligence and survival, and just tell me how many successes you get each. So I'll make a roll for Cord. Spending a willpower is one automatic success, right? It is, yes. All right, I'm going to spend one willpower. So I at least have one success, and you said I have to get a 7? Yep. Sorry, Derek.
Do I get to assist?
Yeah. Make your roll as well. With your security, yeah.
Okay. Security plus what?
Either intelligence or wits. I get one
Okay.
success per chord, so he's holding things.
All right, so I
What
got one more
difficulty?
7.
7.
I got 2 successes.
2 successes.
Yep, altogether.
Okay. So it's going to take a little time. Between the three of you, you can do it. It's probably going to take you maybe an hour, hour and a half to set everything up. While this is going on, Ken and Andrew, what would you like to be doing if you're not going to be assisting them? Are you going to have an explore? Or?
I'm going to look at the other one with the weak floorboards, give it some slight marking, and what do you call it? Underneath, I think some sandbags would work down there. This way, if it's a human and they land, they go through that and they hit the sandbags, they're going to be out. You know what I'm saying? Like, even me with my jujitsu, learning my judo, knowing how to break fall, like falling 10, 15 feet down on sandbags, I'm done for the day. If somebody gets up and
absolutely.
leaves, then they're a little bit more than human, and at least now we'll know. So, yeah.
Fantastic. So below where that is one of the many storerooms in the place. So you could do that, and you could and the door down there is pretty rusty. You know, it takes you a
Nice.
couple of tugs to kind of haul it open. So you
I'm
could,
sure my
so you
brother
could,
can help just fine.
yeah. So we'll say while they're doing that, you've sort of been checking that out, and he kind of knocks at the door, comes in, like, bruv, you here? Oh,
Right here.
Ken, are you still invisible, or what are you doing while all of this is happening?
Yes, I am still invisible. Is the conversation with Glides something that he can't maintain? Because I've noticed he's had very short replies. Or am I not attuned enough?
Give me. You don't have awareness, but you don't have anything in occult, do you?
No.
No. In which case, then it would be a straight up intelligence roll. Obviously, you do know that Karis seems to have a bit of an ear or a bit of a shoe-in when it comes to occult matters. So there are people you could ask for him for insight if you so choose.
All right, then. So I'm going to walk as quietly as possible and then just bam into Karis's view.
So just right while they're in the middle of pulling some rigging up or something, there's just boom, you just stood there.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get a perception check or an awareness check?
He's just in front of you. He does.
Okay.
No, you can't detect him if he's invisible. You need to have auspex to be able to see him.
Okay.
Meanwhile, so while that's happening, I'll come back to you in 1 second. Jesus, mate, what are we doing here?
Just so you know, Tristan is bigger than Andrew.
I've seen him.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
He looks and acts like James Bond. Yeah, there would be no confusion, present in him. I fill him in, and let's. How about you help me handle this this door here? If we can actually get this door open, put some sandbags down here, investigate, pull as much as we can out of this storage room, and then find a way to close this door and lock it from the outside, just in case we have to throw somebody down here as a bit of a makeshift prison.
He points at his suit. Versace, mate.
So you have looked up Tristan. This is true. This is true.
He takes his jacket off, rolls his sleeves up. Come on, then.
It's such a good response. I love it. Yeah. Also, I'm going to give him a little more blood.
He laps it up very quickly.
Okay. Little brother, we don't get addicted to things, right?
Yeah, but it's so good, mate. I mean, it's really good.
You've had your choice of girls from all over the world. And you're going to let something like this?
I don't know. It's just
We're going to have to work on an immunity for you, little brother.
all right.
Never
Let's
forget, we're always here.
let's get this stuff moved.
Good.
Meanwhile, downstairs. Yeah.
Also,
so
while we're just really quick, we're also going to be
Mhm.
talking about his strength. My next thing is I want to be able to learn. What is that? That he's got the protean
so he's got a dot of potence.
potence. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
You automatically get to that.
Mhm.
Because of your strength, because you're of your generation, he can't. One is the most that he can get because is a dot.
I got
But with time, you could teach him other disciplines that you know.
Understood. But I want to learn protean also.
Potence or protein?
Potence. Yes, I want to learn potence also. So
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, at the end, that's one of the basic ones that any vampire can learn. You just need somebody to show you how to move your blood in that direction.
And hence. All right.
So, downstairs. Karis, we'll say you and Cord are fixing, getting the thing up there. You're kind of like, yeah, pull it a bit more over to me. And then all of a sudden, just in your peripheral vision, Ken appears a little closer than possibly you like people to get to you, shall we say.
Do you want me to kind of roll any kind of reaction?
Surprise? Yeah, why not? We'll have
Roll to head.
Head bunt. He gets a Scottish welcome.
The Glasgow kiss.
Yeah.
Let's make it wits plus. Do you have any athletics? Athletics. I'm thinking
I do
athletics to keep hold. Okay.
I do have wits though.
Of course you have wits. Yeah, I'm just thinking just to kind of stop
Hey,
you from.
I'm a half wit, but I have wits.
Kiss my wits.
So yeah, I definitely don't want to cause an incident. So can I be there and suddenly be helping pull or
Yes, we can do that. So there's kind of like a moment of surprise. You may kind of like let the rope slip slightly, and Ken grabs it and helps you reel it in.
I just look at him, give him a dirty look. Quit screwing around. Here, grab that line.
So yeah, I'll do as he says and say, I need to ask about either seances or other manners for speaking with the departed.
Give him an odd look. I'm like, occlumency? Is that what you're asking me about?
I did not know that was the term for it, but yes.
What do you want to know?
First,
It was for the longest time, even great magicians like Harry Houdini tried to debunk it. He spent his whole life trying to debunk it. Other people, other famous historical figures believed in it, like Thomas Edison, even what's his face? Drawing a blank here. That sucks. But anyway, what do you want to know? There's you got a couple of garden variety types with the Ouija board, which is Parker Brothers sells a game that you can use for that. Just don't forget to close it so you don't any spirits that you may have summoned don't decide to stick around because you have to open a session and close a session. But there's also other types like the ones that Sarah Winchester did at the Winchester House, which did not involve a Ouija board, that are a little bit more, I want to say, serious, like expert level seances with communicating with the dead. So what are you looking for? What is your pleasure, sir?
I believe I have made contact with the ghost that my cowardice resulted in their death. And it has agreed to assist us to get its vengeance. But communicating has been very limited. if you know a way of opening channels to facilitate more conversation, is this
Look,
possible?
kid, I can tell you what I know, but personally, my entire career was spent in debunking nonsense like that also. So I can tell you information, whether or not it works for you, because now we're something different. It's worth a shot, but I can't guarantee you're going to get a result.
Very well. After this work, I would be in your debt to help me with this.
Sure, not a problem. Grab that other line.
Okay. Sam, obviously you're down there helping them with that. You can overhear this conversation. I don't know how much or how interested in that he would be or you would be in what they're talking about.
More interested in getting the work done. He's just listening, letting
Letting it sink in. Okay. So meanwhile, back in the auditorium, Andrew and Tristan, and I do have his stats here somewhere. I do have a sheet for him.
Nice.
Busy. Here we go. Yep. So you're going to sort of make this a little bit weaker, kind of jump up and down on it a little bit, and then, as you say, you find there are some old sandbags and stuff. And I mean, you can even sort of grab some of the old cushions as well, because they're all, again, a bit moth-eaten. It's been damp in here in the past as well, so they're sort of damp upholstered theatre seats. You can throw some of those, like the cushions and stuff, down there as well. They won't be too soft to land on. And again, it looks like you can get the door down there closed and sort of pretty much wedge it shut, so that it's almost rusted shut anyway. There's Tristan makes a couple of minor complaints about obviously ruining his shirt, but it's not like he can't afford another one. But then obviously there are other places. Again, this place is huge that you can explore.
Okay.
And if you
look around.
so upstairs in the main part of the building at the back, to where some of the offices are, a couple of the offices, again, looks like very temporarily have had new doors hung on them. They're interior rooms, so there's no windows, and it's been done reasonably quickly. There's two of the offices. There's a couple of simple it's got a couple of simple beds been set up in them. Out in the hallway here as well, down one end, near the top of the stairs, there's another temporary a portable generator with some lights that have been strung up along the corridor and into the rooms as well, so you can have light in here as well.
Nobody needs to see. This isn't a welcome room. No, it's good. As long as we can put the door up, so we can open and close the door, as long as we can lock the door from the outside. Yeah. Actually, if there wasn't a little secret way to open the door from the inside also, that would be nice.
There's locks, and the doors do have bars on the inside as well, so you can secure them. And there's even on one of the, in each of the room on one of the beds, he's even left a little "Do Not Disturb" sign to hang on the outside of the door.
If only we had a mint for the pillows. Or the sandbags.
A little mint with a blood-filled mint. A little filled chocolate.
Paper thin wafer.
Oh no, a wafer thin mint.
Wafer. Anyway, okay. My job is done here then. I'm going to start looking around and seeing what other rooms are down here in this basement. Is there a way out of this basement into subways, sewers, some secret passages, anything like that?
You spent some time having a hunt around down there. You are certainly on a level where there might be, but there's nothing that you can see that's obvious. On the ground level, I will say, sort of towards the back of it, there is exits that go out onto a side street. Those doors have been boarded up from the outside, and they're metal security doors that you can see from the inside. Most of the basement stuff, again, is storage space, props. Some of the deep storage for like props cupboards and things like that. They on the upper levels, you can see what obviously used to be the old lighting store, or where they used to keep all the old theatre lights and things like that.
I'm going to pull a Clark. I'm going to whisper very quietly, Bella. Okay,
No,
had to know.
no. Nice, always good to know. Good to know that you're thinking. There are also a number of small suites for small private function rooms on the upper levels as well. And again, there's the big entrance hall, which is like the foyer, where there'd have been the concession stands and things like that. And just off there as well, there is a bar, or an area that could certainly be turned into a bar if you so wished it to be as well.
Okay.
So this place is huge. It's if you have a look, I should have already put a thing on it. If you have a look when you get a chance at the aerial picture that I sent on the map, because I took it from Google Earth, there's a thing that's marked the Yamuli Dance School, and it's just to the left of that. You can see where the building is. So you can see the front part of it, and you can see the back part, which is where the auditorium. It's absolutely massive.
This is Fordham Heights?
This is Fordham Heights, yeah.
Okay.
And you said you're right on the Grand Concourse that runs right up through the Bronx. So you're in the heart of the Bronx, if you like, of the commercial center of it.
Okay. I'll have to look at this more later. Right then. Okay.
Okay. What do you guys want to do? You've still got a reasonable chunk of the evening left. You can stay here, you can go for a wander around if you want, that's up to you, or we can wind things forward to the next night.
Does anybody want a night off?
I can't think of anything to do tonight except hanging out with my brother. I'll teach him some fortitude. Eventually he'll get it. He'll teach me some potence. Eventually I'll get it.
Okay. You can spend some time doing that. Towards the end of the night, Carter does stop back in to see how you're all getting on. He has some news for each of you. Would you like to receive this as a group, or would you like to receive this individually? He offers you, depending on your preference.
We can talk openly here, yes, mates?
Fantastic.
I'm good with that.
So I went to
Los
visit
Angeles
a friend
here,
of
Charlie.
mine. I went to visit a friend of, I say a friend, an associate who deals in blood magic.
My ears obviously perk up when he says that.
Yes, a friend of mine from Clan Tremere who specialise in that. You haven't met any of them yet, I'm sure you will in time. But with his gifts, he was able to discern where each of you stand in relation to, well, if you believe the creation myth of the vampires, to our progenitor, Cain. Ken and Andrew, you are amongst what we call the 13th generation. This is the most common generation and has been for the past 50 to 100 years. The lower your generation, generally speaking, the more potent your blood. Caris, he has determined that you are of the 12th generation. And Sam, that you are of the 11th generation. This won't really change as you get older, but if there are ways that you can lower your generation, they are It is one of the worst crimes that you can commit in our society. But it is something you need to know about. It is called diablerie. It is the process whereby you drink the blood of another vampire, but once you have used all their blood, you continue to drink. It's not something that you enter into lightly. This isn't like drinking too much and killing a mortal. This is consuming the soul of another entity.
And what is the punishment for this?
Destruction.
From
Anybody who spies you, there are ways to tell. For those who can see, you each have certain gifts that you have been given as part of your embrace. There are others of which you are not aware. One of them, called Auspex, allows you to see things that most people can't. Things like auras. People, depending on how powerful you are, people using the gifts of obfuscate and gestures to you can. People with Auspex can see that. If you have committed diablerie, then it will show in your aura. And most vampires, especially amongst the Camarilla, would not hesitate. Under certain circumstances, there are reasons where it would be allowed. Usually, in the case of the prince, if he calls what we refer to as a blood hunt on a particular vampire, or if you are fighting the Sabbat. Destroying the Sabbat is of paramount concern. If you happen to benefit from their destruction, if you like, then it can be seen as a casualty of war, if you like.
So we're allowed to diablerize a Sabbat?
It may still be frowned upon, but it would be more acceptable. We are considered to be at a state of open war with the Sabbat. So yes.
I give the slightest sideways glances to Ken, who overcooked ours.
Oh, by the way, thank you for the remains of the Sabbat that you brought. I took them to my friend. I'm sure he can find some interesting uses for them.
Who's this who's talking again?
This is Carter.
Carter, okay. Okay then.
So,
Okay then.
shall we wind forward to the next night?
We can. On the low, I'm going to ask Carter if he knows someone who could teach me of this Auspex thing. Also, how high of obfuscate do you have to be able to disguise your veins if you diablerize?
You can't. There are ways of doing it, but generally speaking, you can't disguise it. Again, it's just above table. I do know that as long as you don't do it too often, they do fade in time. Sometimes it will depend on the generation of the vampire that you destroy, and also obviously how often. The more often you commit diablerie, the deeper and the darker the veins get. But if you don't, it's a couple of years. I think it's like 2 or 3 years, and they will eventually fade.
Okay. Oh, I see. Very good.
Okay, fantastic. We will leap forward to the next night. I am aware of the time, so yeah, I think I know where I can stop this. So, what are you guys doing? Are you all staying at the theatre tonight?
I will stay at the theater.
Fantastic. There will be some workmen coming in doing stuff during the day, but they've been told not to do anything upstairs, so you will not be disturbed. If needs be, and obviously if you feel If you would feel more secure, then Cord can stay here as well. You'll have to come grab a few hours kept during the night, but he can be here just to make sure that you aren't disturbed as well, if you so wish. You're all good? Fantastic. So we will leap forward to the next night. Obviously, you all lose a point of blood for waking up, and anybody who had used any willpower, you can get that back as well for having rested. So again, sun goes down around 7 or just before 7:30. So you've got about an hour to kill. If we don't want to do anything, then we'll roll forward to the band have arrived and in the process of setting up.
I'm now down -2 blood, so
Okay.
if I've got an hour, I'd like to go outside and hunt a little.
You want to go outside and hunt a little? Okay. We can do this nice and simply. I will use the hunting rules from here, just so don't have to, unless you want to roleplay all the way through it, but I can just do the
No need to go crazy. I'll just simply use a little presence.
Okay, that's cool. You're in a reasonably suburban area. There are some side streets near here if you want to go off somewhere. You are also where you are is down the road. If you go up, I'm not sure, I'll have to check the exact distance, but where Poe Park is, where this thing's supposed to take place in a few days' time, that's also the place where you were told that drug dealer hangs out.
If you're okay with it, yeah.
If everybody else is okay with it. But yes, in terms of just general hunting, that is going to be...
I just want to interject while you're looking up stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take this time while Andrew's hunting to help Ken try and contact the other side.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure that gear and equipment are installed properly.
No problem at all. That's really annoying because it gives you the thing, the difficulties, but it doesn't tell you the roll.
Don't tell us say what?
There we go. So, Andrew, first of all, it's going to be perception plus streetwise.
Okay, perception is 2, streetwise is 2.
Are you going to go off the main road into some of the sort of side streets, things like that, where it's a bit quieter?
I got, that would be 2 successes.
On a difficulty of 6?
Yes.
Cool. Fantastic. So you can get 2 blood points back from your hunt.
Fantastic.
It takes an hour. Yeah, it takes an hour of hunting, of game time for you to do that.
Okay.
So, Karis and Ken, how are you going to try and contact the other side?
I guess there's got to be some sort of, even if it's a dilapidated table, just clear a space that's kind of a little bit secluded. We'll try and Ken, do you happen to have any items from whoever you're attempting to contact? Anything that blood, hair, clothing, something that would have acted as an anchor to this spirit that we're attempting to contact?
I don't recall. I'm gonna search through my belongings. What about the? Is there a chance that either some of the grave dirt that was in that vision materialized in this plane? Like I've got some of that grave dirt on me Remember the man came at me with
Um,
a couple?
None of it materialized in the real world, but you might still have some of it from the night itself. Maybe under your fingernails or something. Don't know
If
how
not,
well
we
you
could.
cleaned yourself.
Well, I was gonna say the other option is we could try and look around the theater for something that I might be able to use as a focus, and then see if use that spirit if they do present themselves to contact the other spirit.
Play the telephone game.
Yeah. So, like, but bear in mind if it is a really pissed off spirit, this can be very dangerous if it actually works. You know what I mean? Like, because I've never attempted this before as a mortal. I don't know what the mojo is going to be doing it as trying to do it as a vampire.
Well, you're only undead once, right?
Well, I guess I would know about final death already.
Yes, you have seen, you have witnessed final death. Yes,
especially with the Kentucky Fried Chicken. He totally KFC that motherfucker.
It works as well. Kentucky Fried Coyote. Yeah. Sorry.
So basically, that's what I'll do is I'll try to look at, since this was a theater, there would have been dressing rooms, there would have been a backstage area, anything that maybe looks like a garment of clothing or jewelry, even if it was just fake, costume jewelry or something. I won't have a name or anything to contact specifically, but I could use it as a generic focus to see if I can't contact someone. You
find a very tattered set of little wings.
Okay.
Just thinking he was a gargoyle. Gargoyles have wings. So that's, something like that might work. Okay, so it's going to be your occult.
Now, keep in mind, Ken, my specialty is in vampires, not seances or spiritualism. But I'll do the best I can.
I will not hold any thing against you if this goes unsuccessfully or terribly wrong.
From what I know, if I summon if my eyes roll back in my head and summon anything horrible, just slap me up. You have my permission to slap me.
Okay, so we're gonna make this. You'll get one attempt at this because I'm also conscious of the time that you've got before these guys are supposed to be arriving. I want you to make me an occult plus
awareness, since that's also to notice like spirits and supernatural and stuff.
Well, it wouldn't be two abilities; it would be an attribute and an ability.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be manipulation plus either occult or awareness. Let's go with awareness. Yeah, manipulation plus awareness.
So not occult.
No, I think you should. Yeah. Occult would be the better one. That's where your knowledge of this will become. Awareness is more your ability to perceive things that are supernatural around you. So you would use that to spot whether or not it worked. But to make it work, it would be occult. Occult plus manipulation. The shroud here is gonna be. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be difficulty 8. I'm looking for a minimum of 3 successes.
All right, I'm going to spend 1 willpower to get 1 success. So you said difficulty 8?
Mm-hmm.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. I only have 1 more success. Damn it. So 2 successes.
Okay. You try. Nothing happens.
So
but you gave it a good go.
Jelly sandwiches.
Meanwhile, up in the street, Andrew's gone for a bit of a wander. you know you've got to be back. You've had a quick nibble. You've got about 20 minutes before you need to get back to the theatre, but your wanderings have taken you close to Poe Park, which is a smallish kind of park. Again, I won't do it now. I'll put some pictures in the book so you can have a look. At one end of it is what was Edgar Allan Poe's cottage.
Oh,
A bit closer to you is there's a small museum dedicated to Edgar Poe. It's all it's quite wooded. This area is right in the centre. You're just to the right of the Grand Concourse, and at one end of it there's like a circle of trees with a pavilion in the middle of the centre of it. And as you're wandering around, you can spot there's a guy there sitting down in the pavilion. He's got some music playing, reading a newspaper.
okay.
He's early 20s, reasonably well built. Urban dress, shall we say?
Got you. Excuse me. I go down. I sit down, and he's sitting, right?
Yeah.
I sit
Just
down
kind
in
of
front
looks
of
up
him.
and down.
You're Dwayne, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Yeah.
You're obviously a dork. Maybe you should read my books. I don't think Andrew Tate has books. Anyway, what do you call it? I say, Dwayne, do you know me?
You look like a witch white bloke.
That's good enough. My friend, I would like to attain your services. You, to me, are a great middleman. I know you use many other lessers as middlemen, and by all means, continue. But I'm going to need you to be mine. And I pay like a good and proper rich white man would. By the way, he's mixed race. He's black and English.
I know.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
He kind of stops and he kind of looks at you. That sounds like you're blowing a lot of smoke up my ass, mate.
That's perfectly fine. How about this?
Look, do you want something or do you not? Because, you know, I've got business to do.
I'm going to lean in a lot closer to him. My friend, if
You
I'm
see his hand goes into his pocket.
Do it. Pull it out. See how far you get.
You're going to try and intimidate him?
I don't intimidate him. I just show him nothing in my hands. I realize I'm going to have to explain. Nothing in my hands.
Do you want to make a purchase?
Good.
Or do you want to get the fuck out of my
This
face?
is what I want. I'm going to hand him my card. At some point, you're going to get yourself into trouble. At some point, you're going to realize that you have no hope. Your prayers aren't answered. And hell seems to be right around the corner. That is when you're going to remember this card and you're going to call. I stand up, and as I'm about to turn around, I say, just don't forget, my friend. I'm going to turn and leave.
Okay. Fantastic. And you're going to head back to the theatre.
Yes.
Sam, what you've been checking everything is set up ready, yeah?
Yeah, making sure all the gear and sound, making sure the I'm assuming at this point the sound engineer is there, lighting, all that, just making sure everything, security, everything is set.
Yeah, so what appears to have been done during the day is they've got as much of the lighting rig working as they can. They've set up a very simple board. They're not expecting to put on a full light show or anything, just enough to give some proper stage lighting. And then they've just, that's just been left there so they can sort of plug into it when they arrive. About the same time as Andrew's getting, as you're walking back up to the front of the place, you see there's a van just pulled up opposite, or pulled up out front, with Blood Shroud, the band's logo on the side, and they're all kind of, fucking hell, look at this place, Jesus, yeah. A couple of them are chatting amongst themselves about, they've driven past this place ages, so, if this is the place they're going to open up again, that's fantastic, this kind of stuff. There's the four of them, the four band members, and there's one other guy with them who is their manager.
Mr. Peter Grant,
All
I
right,
presume.
I guess
Uh,
His name is, I think I've used that one before, but it's always a good one. His name is Chet.
Ugh.
And
Shit.
yes, he
Does he
does
like
have a ponytail. He has a little rat's tail at the back as well, I'm afraid.
10 years too
guys,
late.
if shit goes down, he dies first.
Just out of principle. Just out of principle.
Hey, I'm Chet. How you doing? Nice to meet you. This is the band.
Hey,
You bring them in. There's where are all of you at the moment?
Good. I'm going to go sit with my brother on the side. I'm
Mhm.
going to sit down away, looking very important. I'm actually going to be using my etiquette and make it seem as though, yes, drinking a little, all that good stuff.
Cool. Sam, are you gonna help them with the get in?
yeah, start showing them where their green rooms and set up back lines, all that.
Fantastic. Ken, what are you doing?
Is there a place on the stage near the people we want to apprehend that I can stand perfectly still but not be an obstacle to the events on the stage, so that way I can spring into surprise.
Absolutely. You can go into the wings just off the stage, where it's normally quite dark anyway, and there are shadows that you can just step into the shadows and disappear. I mean, you've got level 2 obfuscate, so you don't really need them, but if you just want to do just the basic thing and just stand quietly in the shadows watching without being seen, you can do that, absolutely. We'll even say there's a spot for you where you can stand and you can see the stage and you can see out across the auditorium as well. Okay?
Okay, before I go there though, I want to take any extra extension cords or cables, and I want to make a rudimentary net that I can throw onto someone.
Okay. Yeah.
So
you can just be stand there kind of tying the knots on the thing while you're watching. Fantastic. Karis, what are you doing?
I guess I'll approach Chet and I'll take I can't take a deep breath because we don't breathe anymore, but I'll go through the motion basically like to reach out, shake his hand real quick, vigorously and quickly, so he doesn't realize how cold and clammy my hand is.
Obviously, you I think most of you guys have now at some point attempted it. It's a blood point to effectively get your heart working again so that you are warm to the touch and that you have something approaching a normal pallor. And
Well,
that will last for a scene.
Okay. But I'll basically I'll laugh it off and pretend like I'm wiping sweat away from my forehead, and that's what's explaining why my hands are clammy and cold.
Fantastic.
And just basically go, sorry about the mess. We're so excited to have you guys come and try out for us. Mr. Taint is graciously come here to observe, and he pointed over towards Andrew. And
sorry, is that Andrew Tate?
Oh, yes.
Andrew Tate. Oh man, I saw one of your seminars a couple of months back. It was really inspiring stuff, mate.
Good to meet you, my friend. Chet, is it?
That's right, Chet Jones.
Yes, Chex Mix. Good.
Can I?
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, can I have, from those of you who are in the auditorium, Ken, you're probably a little bit too far away. Sam, you're probably busy with the others, so it's probably just you and Andrew. Can I have perception plus alertness roll? Just standard difficulty, just need one success.
Sure, I'm not rolling for initiative here.
No, you're not rushing rolling for initiative. That's
Okay.
wits plus alertness.
3 actual successes. Wow.
Okay, was the I have to ask you a question here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Does this fall into eye in the back of your head or detail oriented?
No.
Okay, because that's my specialization in perception.
Yeah. No, not for this.
Okay, and you said just 6s?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have 5 successes.
Fantastic. So you both. It's a little way away, and obviously there's noise with the people moving stuff around, but it sounds like there's somebody's knocking on the front door.
Wow, that's
Actually worked because there was just a bump when you said that. And we're playing a vampire game. And I'm a very jumpy person.
Wait a minute.
Anyway, so all 4 band members are here, plus Chet is right in front of me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Effing A. Is that someone you're expecting? I said to Chet.
No, I don't think so.
I'll motion.
Fellas, we don't have to answer it. They may think that we're open, so ignore it.
Good point. It could be homeless, could be a stranger wandering by. But let's get you guys set up on the stage.
Just really quick. I'm going to really quick whisper into Andrew's ear. Go find Ken and have him see from a distance what's going on outside. Come right back.
Sorry, who are you whispering that to? You said Andrew.
To Tristan.
Okay. He wanders off, but can't find him because he's invisible.
Retard.
But he goes off, like, sure, I'm going to have a look. Okay, so you carry on with your stuff. About a minute or so later, you hear from down the hallway, hello? Hello? Anybody here? And this person walks into the auditorium.
What the hell is this?
I'll wait till Ken.
Oh,
puts
she's
it
a
up.
cutie. How you doing?
Oh shit! God damn it!
Yeah, who is this?
That's Lucretia. That's my girl. Fuck.
Oh, crap. She's a cutie.
Of course, I don't pick no trashy crap.
My bad.
You know what I'm saying? I know my goth chicks. You know? I was part of that.
Hey!
For a good 10 minutes.
She's standing, sort of looking around the place, going, "Wow, this place is amazing."
I'll walk up to her. Lou, hey, what are you doing here? This is a surprise.
Well, I said I'd had to, sweeten the pot, so I said I'd be here to watch them perform.
Oh, well, I mean, I apologize for the surroundings and stuff. I mean, we're
No, this is fantastic. This is cool.
I mean, it might not be, I'll kind of whisper to her. It might not really be structurally sound just yet, but we're working on it.
Chet comes over. Hey there, who's this? Tries to kind of like half muscle you out of the way. Doesn't work, obviously, because it's like trying to muscle like a cow's carcass out the way.
But I do notice that, right? Like that, because if he was a ghoul or something other than a normal human, I might have felt more resistance. Like, what I mean? That he might have been strong enough to move me, kind of thing.
Yeah, it doesn't certainly come across that way. Okay. Meanwhile, Ken, you're standing. I said you're watching all of this. every so often you may have to just slightly move out of the way as somebody kind of passes you, but nobody can see you. As you're standing there watching and you see Lucretia arrive, you can just see like the people talking out there in the auditorium. And something up in the gallery catches your eye. And you can see a figure standing at the edge of the gallery on the upper level.
Son of a bitch.
It's indistinct, but it looks like glides. But then as you stop and you look closer and you see it slowly becoming more corporeal. And it isn't glides. It's the other figure that you saw holding the spade. You can see him standing there as he kind of lifts up his hand, almost out of nothingness. You see the spade appear. And the temperature in the room drops by about 5 degrees in the entire place. And that's
so
what I'm
we
going to
all-
call it.
Oh, wow.
Well, you kind of don't, because you're vampires, you don't feel the cold, but you do notice that all of a sudden, all of the mortals in this room, you can see breath coming off them. Any metal or any slight sort of reflective surfaces, there's like a pattern of frost appears across it.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to call it there.
Oh, son of a gun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Want to say goodbye?
Fantastic. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for this episode. And don't forget to come back at the same Vampire Bat Time, Vampire Bat channel for more next week. And of course, thank you to our wonderful players for bringing the magic.
And boycott British tea.